The year is 2000. Real Madrid just won the Champions League, Britney Spears is topping the charts, and Gladiator is playing in cinemas. The world of cricket, though, is in turmoil, rocked by match-fixing scandals that threaten to destroy the very foundations of the sport. And at the very heart of the storm is Pakistan. The damning findings of the Qayyum Report had led to a life ban for former captain Salim Malik, and Wasim Akram had only narrowly avoided the same fate. Nevertheless, Pakistan's biggest star's reputation lay in tatters, and he had been stripped of the captaincy. On the cricket pitch too, the team was still mentally struggling to overcome the scars of the '99 World Cup final. A day that had started with so much promise, with Pakistan as favourites having beaten Australia in the group stages, had ended in the most one-sided World Cup final in history. This then was the scale of the challenge for Moin Khan, Pakistan's new captain, as his team landed in Dhaka to contest the 7th Asia Cup, a tournament that Pakistan had never won. And to do that, they first needed to exorcise another ghost from their past, Bangladesh. For almost exactly a year ago, Northampton had been the site of one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. On that day, Bangladesh had posted a very respectable 223. Tellingly, their second highest scorer was the extras column, with 40, including 27 wides, 12 contributed by captain Wasim Akram alone. What would follow would set the cricketing world ablaze, partly with euphoria, but even more so with suspicion, as Pakistan would be bundled out for 161, including 3 outrageous runouts to hand Bangladesh their first win over a test-playing nation. Fast forward to the present day, and Pakistan found themselves facing off against the Tigers, this time in their own backyard. But this was not the same Pakistan team. At the top, the dashing Imran Nazir had been brought in to form a new opening pair with Saeed Anwar. The pace bowling ranks saw no room for Waqar Younis or Shoaib Akhtar, who were replaced by Shabir Ahmed and Mohammad Akram. But perhaps the most telling change of all was the replacement of the disgraced Salim Malik with Yousuf Youhana in the middle order. And it was the new faces who would lead the way, with both Imran Nazir and Yousuf hitting 80s, although in contrasting fashion. Inzamam, the villain of the 1999 World Cup loss, would also redeem himself with an unbeaten 61 ball 75, joined by a blazing 45 from Shahid Afridi, as Pakistan posted a massive 320. And their new-look bowling attack would proceed to make quick work of the Bangladeshi batsmen, with Abdul Razzaq picking up 3 wickets to bowl them out for 87.
Razzaq, he really fired this ball in.
Tellingly, Wasim Akram's 1 for 13 included just 3 extras. And now, armed with confidence, the young Pakistan side prepared for their biggest match of the tournament, the one against India. Now, the 90s overall had seen Pakistan march past India, with their win-loss record heavily favouring Pakistan. But there was a problem. Each Indo-Pak World Cup encounter since 1992 had ended with India winning. And the 99 World Cup had been no different, with India making it 3-0 thanks to 5 wickets from Venkatesh Prasad, helping them defend 227, set with the help of half-centuries from Rahul Dravid and captain Mohammad Azharuddin.
Mohammad Azharuddin has hit the 60s.
Speaking of Azharuddin, he too found himself embroiled in controversy as the fires of the match-fixing scandal engulfed the cricketing world. So too did India's coach, their former World Cup winning captain Kapil Dev. As a result, India came into the Asia Cup with a dark cloud hovering over them and their young captain Sourav Ganguly. With memories of their failed chase at the World Cup still fresh in their minds, this time Pakistan elected to bat first after winning the toss.
So big toss to win, Moin Khan won it and promptly decided to bat.
Saeed Anwar and Imran Nazir would get them off to a blazing start, but 3 wickets in 5 balls would leave them at a precarious 75 for 3. In walked Yousuf to play the defining knock of his young career. His first 50 would come off 90 balls as he soaked up the pressure while Shahid Afridi and Moin Khan continued to attack. His next 50 though would come off just 23, including a 6 of the last ball of the innings to complete a well-deserved century and take Pakistan to a mammoth 295 run total. In response, Abdul Razzaq would remove the much-wanted middle order of Tendulkar, Dravid and Azharuddin in the space of 7 runs. As Pakistan completed a comfortable 44-run victory. By now, the belief was coursing through Moin Khan's men, could they actually pull it off? Standing in their way were the defending champions, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka had dispatched India and Bangladesh comprehensively in the Asia Cup, and their last group stage match with Pakistan was effectively a dress rehearsal for the final. And Sri Lanka had reason to feel confident. Just 4 months earlier, Marwan Attappattu had averaged 126 in the 3-0 win in Pakistan. Captain Sanat Jayasuriya had averaged 46, and their star players Muralidharan and Chamindavas had topped the bowling charts. And they had continued that form at the Asia Cup. Jayasuriya, in fact, was coming off a century against India. But there was one key difference, and that was the captain. Moin Khan had taken over the captaincy from the uninspiring Saeed Anwar. With a proven reputation as a street-smart fighter, and with a high cricketing IQ to boot, Moin was inculcating that same fighting spirit in his young team. And so it was that Pakistan, generally one of the sloppiest fielding sides, would for once end up on the right side of the record book, as young guns Imran, Nazir and Shoaib Malik would combine with their captain to run out a world record 5 Sri Lankan batsmen. Moin himself would claim his record 235th dismissal, the most in the world at the time. Sri Lanka's total of 192 would be overhauled with ease by Pakistan, courtesy of Yusuf's unbeaten 90. First blood, Pakistan. They would start out the final as favourites, and therein lay the problem.
What have you decided to do, Moin?
You see, Pakistan always relished being the underdog. The triumph of the cornered Tigers in the 1992 World Cup had set the template. Pakistan never gave up. They could come back from anywhere. You could never count them out. But favourites are clinical, methodical, predictable, and Pakistan was anything but. To add to the drama, the cricketing world at the time was being ripped apart at the seams. The Asia Cup final was being played on the same day as the King's Commission inquiry into the Hansi Cronje fixing scandal. And then there was a question of what to do after winning the toss. Pakistan historically relied on Imran Khan's runs on the board philosophy in a final.
We'll bat.
Is that because of a bit of a worry about right?
But it had led to a disaster in '99 when Pakistan had ignored conditions. Here too, they had won the previous match against Sri Lanka while chasing. Moin though decided they would bat first in the final.
What have you decided to do, Moin?
Well, I would like to bat first, Ramesh.
An easy decision?
Things didn't start off well for Pakistan after they lost the explosive Imran Nazir early. But Moin wasn't about to let this game slip. He promoted Shahid Afridi up the order and gave him the license to play fast while Saeed Anwar held up his end. Anwar, still recovering from a knee injury, was on a run of 15 innings without a 50, the longest drought of his career. Ever the big match player though, he chose the final to score a patient 82 and remind the world of his quality. But it would be the partnership between Inzamam and Moin that would really turn the tide. They joined forces with Pakistan 173 for 4 after 40 overs and would add 104 runs together in just the next 10. Moin's captain's knock saw him blaze a 50 of just 30 balls, reaching 3 4s and 4 6s, while Inzamam scored a rapid 72. And Pakistan would need those runs because a brilliant century from Marwan Attappattu would keep them in the game till Wasim Akram finally removed him in the 43rd over.
An edge. He's out.
And with that, for the first time ever, Pakistan were finally champions of Asia. Moin Khan would lift not just the trophy, but also the Man of the Match award, while Yusuf would pick up the Player of the Tournament award for top scoring with an unbelievable average of 147. But for Pakistan, this wasn't just a trophy, it was redemption. After a year of scandal, betrayal and heartbreak, Moin Khan's men had risen above the noise to deliver Pakistan's most clinical tournament performance. For once, there had been no head-scratching captaincy calls, no suspicious collapses, and no mysterious runouts. Instead, it was a statement that Pakistan cricket, no matter how broken, always had the power to rise again. If you like this video, do let us know in the comments and let us know where this trophy ranks among Pakistan's greatest wins. As always, we'll see you next time with more cricket tapes.